guys, good Monday afternoon. It's October 26th. I'm doing this video to talk about the rock throwing incident, the video quality. I'm going to try to put this all together where it makes sense, but I grabbed this camera I'm using right now that night. My night vision camera is totally unreliable. In fact, I sat out here last night and talked about what I'm going to talk about right now, and when I went to play back the videos of getting ready for YouTube, 3 out of the 5 files that I recorded were corrupted, and I couldn't even use the one where I talked about the reasons why I don't believe the rock throwing was a prank. And I truly don't, because we sat out here just 3 hours prior to those rocks being thrown. We sat out here by the fire for almost 2 hours, and if somebody was pranking us, that would have been the time to do it, not when we had gone in the house. And that happened at 12:30 at 12:30 a.m. We're usually in bed by that time, but I had my parabolic disc sitting out here and the cord running in the house where I could sit and listen from in the house. And that's what got my attention when I heard the first splash, second splash, and then I grabbed this camera. The night vision camera tends to shut itself off. It's just not reliable, and I would have been so pissed if I recorded that and it didn't record, the file was corrupted. So I know the video was shaky, but the night setting on this camera, low light setting, if you don't hold it steady, it doesn't focus real well. But I'm glad I got the footage I got. Honestly, guys, it's really affected me. It's affected Tracy. She's afraid to come out here after dark. I don't think that she won't ever come out here again, but right now she's pretty freaked out. Changed my thinking. I was like about a 95% believer before. All the sounds we recorded in the past have all been pretty distant, nothing really that close. But yeah, that 31 whatever was rocks is just insane. I believe there's a reason this happened. It sounds like a crazy theory, but the lady there 2 doors down, she just came back up here Saturday afternoon after having been gone since June. Any of you guys that listen on any regular basis have heard those acorns landing on her steel roof down there. They're quite loud, and I kind of believe that the Bigfoot Sasquatch may have taken that as an aggressive knock or something to that effect and came to check them out. Plus, she was sitting out here that evening by the bonfire, and she was thumping and banging some wood around, and to be honest, she's an attractive blonde lady. From what I understand, they're attracted to that. So whether that drew their curiosity or what, I don't know. I don't know what made them decide to start throwing rocks at 12:30 when there was no one outside. In fact, if I hadn't have been listening with my parabolic dish, no one would have ever even known that happened. So that really takes away the prank factor to me. Why would you bother doing it if there's no one to see it or hear it? That's my theory why I believe that maybe they come closer this time. And like I said, that night vision camera, just, you can't trust it. The battery only lasts 10 minutes on night vision mode, and that's if you don't use the zoom function. I apologize for the shaky video, but like I said, I'm just glad I got it. And I don't know that anything happened last night. I did hear a couple knocks. I do have the clips that did record with the night vision camera last night. I can hear a couple knocks on it, but I sat right here and sat in the dark basically just seeing if I would hear anything. I'm not in a big yank to go looking for them. In fact, we really have never pursued them. Most things we've ever done is sit here by the fire and do a couple tree knocks every now and then and Tracy's little whoops, but that's about it. I'm not looking through the woods or walking through the woods looking for them. Most of the time I just had my parabolic disc sitting outside just listening, trying to listen for the strangeness that you all have heard from time to time. And I honestly don't know that I would go running back down there if they ever started throwing rocks again. The longer I stood down there that night with that spotlight in my hand, the more I realized, man, I'm a target. If they wanted to hurt me, they could have. And the longer I stood there, the more I thought about that. And then that one rock landed about 15 feet from me, and that could have just as easily hit me. So that's when I decided to back out of there, but I didn't want to quit recording. I don't know, guys. Like I said, I don't know that I would actually be able to do it again. I think if I did, I would grab the night vision camera and try to see them. That was my main goal, was to see them. As you can see, I'm shaking a little bit talking about it. Because if I'm going to get the crap scared out of me, I might as well see one too. But a couple people had mentioned in the video they thought they saw eye shine. I haven't went back and looked at the video real close. I was more focused on the audio portion of it. For those, there have been some comments about I talk too much. Well, I don't know if I was just supposed to shit myself and go home or what, but you know, I chose to stay there and record it. And you know, people tend to talk when they're scared. I was just trying to point out what was happening. There was a complete audio track. Like I said, the audio recorder was running the whole time I was down there filming. So if you want to hear really good audio of what happened, you can hear it clearly on there. And at one point, one of the rocks splashes, and I hear what sounds like, yeah, like it was frickin' proud of itself or something. I don't know. There's a couple vocals in there. Crazy. It was just crazy, and it's affected me big time. I can't even look across the river anymore without looking and staring and wondering if I'm being watched. Keep your eyes out back there. I highly doubt you're going to see anything during the daytime. All of our activity seems to be after dark, after 10 p.m. It's been very rare that I've heard anything before then. But it's always after dark. I hope I covered everything. If I think of anything else, I'll add it back on here. One more thing. The broken window on the door that I'm facing right now, since that happened a couple months ago, I kind of doubted that it was a Bigfoot Sasquatch, but you know, it's very likely now that something threw something. In fact, the night the rocks were thrown, we went to bed. Our bedroom window's right there and faces the river, and I went in there to get ready for bed and turned the light on, and I was like, oh crap. And they turned the light on. If they're watching us, they're knowing we're in that room. I had a hard time sleeping that night because I kept expecting, you know, a window to get broken or something to come peeking in the window. So, like I said, it's totally changed things around here. I don't know what to do going forward. We'll probably still do the audio recordings, but I don't think we're going to have too many bonfires. Once in a while maybe, but it's getting a little chilly to keep doing that. So, I don't know. There you go, guys. That's kind of a wrap. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments if I missed anything. Thanks for watching.